morning.
Good morning. It's quite chilly this morning. Not quite freezing, but it's real chilly.
Didn't want to get out of bed this morning.
Sitting here waiting for the sun to finish rising. Put an Alpine glow on these peaks, but Robert's making breakfast this morning and coffee. Yay! Anyways, what's for breakfast, Robert?
I was just going to ask you what you wanted. I'm having a breakfast skillet. What are you having?
Probably eggs and bacon.
Okay.
Eggs and bacon. I was going to show you where we camped last night. Where our tent is, that is. So let me turn it around here. All right. So there's our tent. And there is our view of Wilson Lake. Sun still hasn't come up. I'm waiting for that to come up. It's actually really cold right now. And so I'm going to stop filming, put my gloves back on, and get some coffee. It is a beautiful morning. The sun is just coming up and hitting the peaks around Wilson Lake. And so I thought I'd come out here and show you the lake that we camped by last night before we get breakfast. So let me turn the camera around and show you the lake.
Well, we're all packed up. Again, we do our best to leave no trace. But start of day 2 here in the Big Horn Crags. Getting ready to leave Wilson Lake, which is where we camped last night. And it was a little chilly. It's a little chilly up here, but we survived.
Yeah, we're heading to Ship Island Lake now. And it's about 5.7 miles.
Give or take.
Give or take. Probably going to be 6.5 miles because it was only supposed to be 7.5 miles to here, and it was 9.17 miles. So, yeah. We got a little bit of...
Yesterday was a little bit of a workout.
Well, I think we have a lot of elevation today too to get up to Ship Island Lake also. So, yeah, wish us luck.
Should be another great adventure. And remember, get outdoors and experience life. Last little view of Wilson Lake. Nice view from here. Not sure what lake that is over there, but we just got up to the saddle. It looks like we cut across that way. We have a visitor on our trail. That's a grouse right there. All right, little fella, but that's the way we gotta go. So this is the trail we're working along. Down on the bottom there, you can see where the trail continues. We'll be going along this way, and then it'll switch us back and forth, hopefully, down there. Work our way towards Birdbill. Pretty spectacular formations.
Hopefully no one's afraid of heights because we are like right on the edge. This trail is super narrow and then it just drops straight down from here. It's very steep. You wouldn't want to fall down there. It's probably about 50 feet or so, 60 maybe.
Looks like another little lake down there. I think the first one we were looking at was Birdbill. I think this is what they call Gentian. But working our way to the bottom down there. But and the views here in the crags, pretty awesome. So we were up there in that saddle looking down, and now we're down here, which we had shown you the trail from up there. These formations are really cool. Heading that way. Should be getting close to the lakes. I'd share this view. I think I called that lake Birdbill before, but that's not Birdbill. I'll have to, when we get a chance, I'll have to look at the topo and identify what that one is. All right, making our way down on this side. I think that's Gentian Lake there. And then back over this way through the trees, I believe is Birdbill. But of course we'll double check. Of course the views on this side are a little different.
So we are passing by Birdbill Lake, so I thought we'd film it for you. Show you this cute little lake. And I did just see fish jumping. So there are fish in this little lake. Island Lake, 3 miles. Airplane Lake, 2 miles. Going that direction. Go Lake, 7 miles. Big Clear Lakes, 2 miles. And Mirror Lake, which we passed, is 2 miles back also. But we're heading this direction.
There's a view of Gentian Lake. This trail just keeps going up and up, trying to make it to a saddle up over here. You can see the blue sky or not through the trees. That's where we're heading. So we made it to the top of the saddle. It was a good workout, especially after yesterday's elevation gain.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have some more spectacular views going down this side of the mountain.
Been trying to get a better view of Airplane Lake, but to be honest with you, the trees are pretty thick up here, so it's kind of hard to get a view of it from here. Well, here's a pretty good view. Airplane Lake. And then notice there's some snow up there. And a little trail junction. Up Island Lake that way, and to go down to Airplane Lake is that way.
So I jetted down the trail to Airplane Lake to get a video of Airplane Lake before we head on to Ship Island Lake. Beautiful little lake right here. It's all the way back over here.
We found snow. Thursday when we were driving up, as we were coming over Horn Creek Summit, it was snowing up there. Looks like that same storm dumped a little snow down in here too.
Well, it either snowed quite a bit or it's hail, and it would have hailed quite a bit also because it looks icy.
It also looks like hail pellets. Maybe there's a combination of both.
If you can see this. Very, very icy.
Yeah. So that's our trail. Basically a creek right now. Nice little creek coming down right here.
Well, we made it to Ship Island Lake. And here's your first view of this beautiful lake. It's quite large, actually. Really pretty.
We made it to Ship Island Lake. It's through the trees there. There's really no good camp spots close by. But we do a special segment here.
So our tent currently that we have is a kazoo. And here it is all set up.
This is, to be honest with you, Amazon. It's what we could afford at the time when we needed a new tent. It works really well. We've had it through some pretty big storms. It has nice vestibules, nice big doors. The only downside is its weight. It weighs about 5.5 pounds. So for a backpacking tent, she's kind of heavy. I will admit, this is our second one. The first one we had down in the Valley of Fire in southern Nevada. We were actually camped out at Lake Mead, and a huge windstorm came through and completely ripped out one of the retaining tabs and started tearing another one. I actually reached out to Kazoo, and Kazoo said, "What's your address?" And they sent me a brand new one. So for 130 bucks, I can't complain too much.
So here's how big the vestibule is, which is what I like about it. You can store all kinds of stuff right here inside the vestibule, and it's quite large. Okay, so we're gonna start with our sleeping pads. We have two. We have one that's 25 by 72 and one that is 20 by 72. These are the Big Agnes Rapide SLs. And the reason why we have two different sizes is because that's what fits our tent. They're awesome. Love them. So I am going to get started and line these up. We carry a flex tail. It's very useful. I don't like blowing up the pads at all. And this is quick and easy. And it also, when you're done with it, turns into a light. Okay, so on to the next pad, and it literally only takes just a few minutes to blow up both of these pads. Both the pads are done. You can see how they fit in our tent, side by side, like that. Next thing we want to talk about is our pillows. They are Sea to Summit, the Aeros Pillow Down Deluxe. This is a huge pillow. It's got down on the top side, right? A little bit of down in it, but they also blow up. And they fit nice and compact into that. So I'm going to blow this up. It doesn't take very long at all for these. Especially mine, since I only like mine halfway. Okay, it doesn't take very long to fill these up at all. Robert's pillow, he likes his nice and hard. That's kind of what I like about these pillows is you can blow them up as much or as little as you want them blowed up. But they're quite a nice size to sleep with. Very comfortable. So for our sleeping bags, we have Kelties, and they're the Galactic 30-degree Fahrenheit rated bags. We really need some new sleeping bags because these are getting pretty worn out. The downfilling in them is just not fluffing out very much anymore. So probably over the winter, we'll be looking for some new sleeping bags. So stay tuned on that. But I think that pretty much sums up our sleeping arrangement. If you have any suggestions about what you use for backpacking as far as pads, sleeping bags, pillows, whatever. A tent, especially sleeping bags and a tent, we would love to know because we're looking for a new tent and new sleeping bags. So anyways, we are going to end this video right now. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time on our next adventure.
What a day in the Big Horn Crags. We made our way from Wilson Lake to Ship Island Lake, 5.6 miles of winding trail, a climb of 618 feet, and a long steady drop of more than 1,600 feet into one of the most beautiful basins in the Frank Church. Along the way, the landscape just kept delivering, one after another, each with its own personality. By the time we reached Ship Island Lake, we felt that perfect mix of tired legs and full hearts. Another day in Idaho's wild country, another chapter in this adventure. Thanks for coming along with us. If you're enjoying this Big Horn Crag series, hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around. The journey continues on to day 3. And remember, get outdoors and experience life.